Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel Aryan Tutorials, and I'm Aryan Thakkar, your coach and mentor, where in this video I'm going to hand you down the secrets of mastering the expository composition. The things which you should remember in order to get a perfect 20 on 20 in your expository essay for the ISC examination English paper 1. Now, first of all, you need to remember that this is one of the most challenging composition, yet it is my personal favorite. The reason being for it the most challenging is that it requires a critical analysis, in-depth understanding of the word, and different nuances and perspectives which needs to be touched upon while writing this composition. And why is it my favorite is because a child can perceive that one word in different various form and build a beautiful composition out of it. So if you are looking out for attempting this particular essay, what are the things which you need to remember, mistakes to avoid so that you can get that perfect 20 or a 19 on 20. So let's get started. And also in the end, I'm going to show you one sample essay of my student where she has secured a perfect 20 on 20 that will give you the in-depth insight into how to write or ace that expository composition. So let's go. So first of all, the key points that you all need to remember is do not blatantly describe the word. Now, you need to be very cautious that whenever a topic is given and if you misunderstand the word or if you just plainly describe the word, there you will tend to lose marks. For instance, if a word comes as solitude and if you confuse it with loneliness, that is when you start getting penalized. So you need to remember that you have to touch the different aspects of solitude. It could be perceived as silence. It could be perceived as a time where you seek for comfort, or it could also be touched as loneliness at the same time. So उस one word essay का 4 से 5 possible meanings को exploit करने का कोशिश करिए ताकि आप एक cohesive passage बना सके उसमें से. ठीक है. Second thing, describe a central idea and build around it. सबसे पहले वो क्या होता है उसको पकड़िए एंड उससे रिलेटेड डिफरेंट एग्जाम्पल्स के थ्रू उसको समझाने का कोशिश करिए. बट मेक श्योर दैट यू डू नॉट डेविएट फ्रॉम द एक्चुअल पॉइंट around which you are trying to build up your essay. Third thing, give different illustrations and examples to make it look real, that a teacher feels it. What are you trying to convey by that one word? Fourth thing, it could be also written as a short story, provided you follow the guidelines of writing the short story, that it has to be original, it has to have 2 to 3 dialogues, a plot, a setting, and characters, and a relevant conclusion to it. Only then you can build a short story, ensuring that one word is taken as the core central theme of that short story. Only then you can build it. Okay. So in my next video, I will come down to how to write a perfect short story as well. But for now, who should be attending this composition? Very important. Someone who has the depth of understanding the different aspects of one word. One word can be understood by exploiting different possible meanings, and जिसके अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा gravity है. Someone who is very poetic and someone who thinks very intricately about that one particular word, they are the ones who should be attempting this particular essay. Number 2, whoever can grab the metaphorical nuances of the word. मीन्स अगर आप इनडायरेक्ट वे में कोई इनडायरेक्ट चीजों को कंपेयर करके अगर उस वन वर्ड को समझा सकते हैं, दैट गिव्स यू अ ब्राउनी पॉइंट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर डेफिनेशन essay. एंड थर्ड, who does not confuses the meaning of the word. जैसा कि मैंने बोला that एक word को अगर आप particularly एक ही चीज के साथ confuse करके उसी के बारे में लिख देते हैं, like supposedly home आता है and आप पूरा blatantly उसको structure के form में describe करके आ जाते हो, वहां पे you will get penalized. ओके, सो की टेक अवे आपका क्या है? सिर्फ उन लोगों को एक्सपोजिटरी ऐसे लिखना है, दोज हु हैव creativity and depth of understanding that one word. Only those students should be attempting this particular composition. So मैं आपको मेरी एक स्टूडेंट का सैंपल ऐसे पढ़ाता हूं एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू a great insight as to how to write that perfect composition. I am sure कि आपको ये composition पढ़ के आपके मुंह से wow जरूर निकलेगा. ठीक है. So here is that one word essay and the topic given to her was betrayal. धोखा. What is betrayal? आप खुद सोचिए कि आप बिट्रेयल को कैसे अलग अलग वे में परसीव कर सकते हो. आई थिंक आपको 1 मिनट के लिए वीडियो पॉज करके जो भी बुलेट पॉइंट्स आ रहे हैं उसको जॉट डाउन करना चाहिए एंड देन उसके इर्द गिर्द बिट्रेयल को बनाने का कोशिश करना चाहिए. आई होप यू एंजॉय दिस एसे. सो लेट मी जस्ट रीड इट आउट वंस. Betrayal is a whisper in the wind before the storm, a flower laced with thorns, and a friend turned phantom. Phantom means someone, एक दोस्त जो कि beast, राक्षस बन जाता है. That is what betrayal conveys. Betrayal is a peculiar, a very particular kind of pain where it begins with a smile, a clasp of hands, shared promise, and ends in silence, confusion, and a wound that festers invisibly. It is the cruel alchemy. What is alchemy? It's a reaction. ठीक है? See how she has caught the word so perfectly. A chemical reaction is called alchemy. So betrayal is like that chemical reaction. It's like that alchemy that transforms trust into treachery, love into loathing, that is hatred, and certainty into doubt. Imagine walking barefoot on a familiar path. Once you have known for years, the soft soil, the gentle breeze, the rhythm of your footsteps. Everything feels safe. And then, in an instant, you step on a shard. Shard means it's a piece of glass. Shard of glass buried beneath the earth, hidden by the very ground you trusted. That shard is betrayal, unseen, unexpected, and unforgettable. Trust is a house built painstakingly over time, brick by brick, and each shared laugh, every vulnerable moment, every promise kept is the mortar that holds it all together. So mortar, it's like a pillar that binds everything together. She means to say that भरोसा करने में बहुत समय लगता है, भरोसे का घर बनने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. It takes each and every brick over the span of time built onto one another to develop that trust. And then betrayal is like that one earthquake that comes and shakes everything into off and transforms it into a debris. ठीक है? So laugh, vulnerable moment, and every promise kept. It is a mortar that holds it all together. Betrayal then is the earthquake that reduces it into rubble, that is leftovers. The most gut-wrenching part, the house often collapses without warning, leaving you stranded amidst the ruins. Betrayal is like a poisoned chalice. It's like a glass. It is like drinking from a chalice of poison offered by someone you trust. The poison does not kill instantly. Instead, it seeps into your veins, corrupting everything it touches. Your memories, your relationship, your ability to trust again. Sometimes the deepest betrayal comes not from others but from within. It is the silent compromise of our values, the abandonment of our dreams, the moment we remain silent when our conscience screams for action. Self-betrayal is like slow poison, easy to overlook at first until it corrodes. Corrodes means it corrupts your very sense of self. Betrayal often underscores a bitter truth. Betrayal comes with a reality check. It often arises from those bound to protect us. Perhaps the most heart-wrenching, means paining, is Draupadi's betrayal by the very family she married into. A mythical reference also she has put in. Abandoned by partners, silenced by society and betrayed by those who claimed to love her. It is the carnivorous loved her. Okay, now she has got the nature's portrayal of betrayal, where she says that in the carnivorous Venus flytrap, nature demonstrates betrayal as survival. This plant lures, attracts insects with the promise of nectar, only to snap shut and digest its prey. In human terms, this mirrors betrayal born of desperation or need. Just like the Venus flytrap tries to prey on the insect, in the same way we humans try to prey, or we try to betray others with the purpose of because of our desperation or because of our need for something. A friend who betrays you to climb up the social ladder, or a colleague who undermines you to secure a promotion, acts out of their own survival instincts. Betrayal is the scar that shapes us. Betrayal leaves scars, but scars are not just marks of pain, they are evidence of survival. They remind us of what we endured and how we grew from it. A betrayed heart may be worry, means cautious, but also wiser. She has also provided solution. What happens after betrayal? There is always a silver lining to the cloud. Okay? When trust is broken, it feels as though the world itself shifts, everything collapses. The loss of trust forces us to question not only the betrayer's intention but our own judgment. That why didn't we trust that person? Why didn't we see it coming? So we wonder how we missed the signs, how we allowed ourselves to be vulnerable, how we can ever trust again. So betrayal is not just the loss of trust, it is the loss of certainty. In the end, betrayal is not just an end, it is also a beginning. It is a crack that lets the light in, the shadow that reminds us of the sun, and it is life's way of teaching us that even in loss, there is profound growth. Even in the breaking, there is a possibility of becoming whole again. It is beautifully written. She has captured at least 4 to 5 different perspectives of betrayal, and along with that, she has provided a relevant solution and conclusion to it, which makes this essay indeed a magnum opus, a perfect piece of writing. And that is why she has got a 20 on 20. So, only if you have a very depth of understanding something, only then you should attend that one word essay. Otherwise, try avoiding it. As I stated in my previous video, that descriptive essay is the most comfortable and easier compared to others. You should stick to that. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and if you're liking my content, then please do share this video with your friends. Do not forget to press the bell icon and subscribe, so that it will motivate me to make more such videos. And I hope that you have a very good examination ahead. All the best for your preparation. Goodbye.